welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. Alright, let's see, it looks like I've got pretty much everything I need here, so let's get out of here. Make sure there's nothing unpleasant about. Close the hidey hole. West is this way, and we're off. Onwards to the FarLands. Alright. Oh, you know, you ever have one of those days where you feel like a day passing has been almost like a week, where it feels like it's a week? That's kind of what I've had here. The last 2 days has felt like it's been 2 weeks long. And, yeah, really not a very pleasant time. Not exactly feeling wonderful the whole time. Had some migraine issues and some sick to my stomach issues and so on. And I think by and large, the most of it is due to the fact that, well, to put it in your basic Arkansas hillbilly speak, I ate too much. Because, well, the holidays and all that stuff. And, yeah, not a very fun time. The last couple of days seemed like a very, 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 very long blur. Up for a little while, I could watch a video or two, and then next thing you know, kabam! I'm so tired I can't see straight, almost literally, and I'm headed back to sleep again. And that's what it's been like. So much fun. I think next time holiday thing comes around, where part of the traditional way of celebrating it is to eat until you can't move, I'm going to do the best I can to not let myself fall into that trap, because I hate feeling miserable like this. Well, anyway, onwards here. It seems that I have neglected something. The size of the world, currently at, as of the beginning of the episode, 2,690.5 megabytes. As the world continues to grow as I continue my travels. Okay, that's no good. There. And, let's see, this also marks the beginning of the 213th Minecraft day since leaving spawn. I know in the previous episode I reported a number that was considerably smaller than that, and that's because in my derpy mental disconnection or whatever caused by how I was feeling, I neglected to update something where I'm keeping track of that count. And yeah, so having recounted everything from scratch, I now have the correct number again. And hopefully I will not lose track again. Oh, good, I don't have to climb the mountain yet. Okay, so we're progressing onward here, sometimes in spite of myself and sometimes to spite the difficulties. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Finally getting out of the difficult terrain onto other terrain that has its own difficulties. But we're moving on. And I am moving on away from the not feel goods. This would be why over the last several days I haven't had anything going up on the gaming channel. It's because of how incredibly, totally crappy I've been feeling. But I am expecting that a few hours after this video goes to YouTube, that there should be a new episode of TFC Plays Direwolf 21.7.10, and hopefully within 24 hours of that, there should be a new episode of Hermitcraft. And if that actually happens that way, that will be further proof that I'm actually doing better. And now we have a brief mute. Okay, that's better, I hope. Okay, yeah. In the last several days, I think this series is the only thing that hasn't fallen off of its every other day schedule. And here's hoping I get everything else back on schedule. Like on the gaming channel, what I'm trying to do is alternate between Hermitcraft and the other series, so that there will be a steady flow of content. And it's kind of important to do that. And it looks like it's kind of important to get out a boat and throw away those leaves. Come on. There. All right. So, let's see. And of course, the usual reminder of what we're actually doing here is taking a nice long walk in Minecraft to the FarLands in the effort to to raise money for Child's Play charity, a worthy charity if ever there was one, with the goal this time around of $6,346.45, of which we have raised $164.12, which is 2.59% of the goal. And we're continuing on with that. And you know, I realized something, that goal sounds really big when you say it like that. It's not, as charity fundraising goals go, but it kind of wants to sound that way. Let's see if I can get around this mess of land and continue further on the water. And with the idea of making it not quite sound so hideous, I did some playing around with numbers. First, I thought, well, you know, what would it be if everybody if a whole mess of people donated 50 cents each? What would it take? And that one's really easy. 12,364, and well, the math comes out to 0.6 or 0.66 or whatever, but obviously that's not going to work. But yeah, so 12,365 people donate 50 cents or a major fraction thereof, and that solves the goal right there. Of course, 12,000 sounds even bigger than 6,000. So take it the other way. The 6,000 is if everybody donates $1. And if everybody donated, if a whole mess of people were to donate $2, it would take 3,091 $2 donations to fill out the remainder of that goal. Or it would only take 2,003 donations. Well, 2,060, whatever, if you want to. Oh, no. Let's not put the bed on here, the boat on here. My click aiming is off. Can you tell? On the other hand, if we were to fill out the remaining donation needed to meet the goal, oh, come on, slow down, boat. I hate chasing boats. We would fill out the remaining donations with $4 donations, only 1,545 would be needed. The $5 donations would only be needing another 1,236 donations, or 1,030 at $6 donations. So, obviously that progression could be, I could keep that going a whole lot longer and probably annoy the daylights out of a bunch of people, so I won't do that. But just a little food for thought there. Some of the ways in which we could meet this goal. Oh boy. More water. Okay. I'll take it. I'll have to probably make another boat. Yeah. Okay, and pick this up. Alright, looks like I'm going to be trying to go around the end of that. Okay, in any event, we're moving on. How about you guys? Anybody eat too much on Thanksgiving Day? That's probably a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Because, traditionally speaking, everybody eats too much on Thanksgiving Day. I am going to try really hard not to do that again this next time, because that was decidedly unpleasant. Not an experience I wish to repeat. Okay. Looks like we're coming to the end of this boat ride. Also coming up soon is the 3rd of December, a Saturday, upon the afternoon of which there will be another of the Journey to the FarLands live streams, in which we will travel to the FarLands in a live stream and see how much progress we can make. Not that the progress is super duper important, it's just that interim goal that I've set for myself of making enough progress to reach a 4,000 megabyte world size before the 1st of January. And I think it's still possible to do that, although it doesn't feel it right now. I'm not feeling that possibility right now, but I think it is still actually possible to do it. And so I want to keep going and trying to do that, because I think that would be cool. It would serve as a show of persistence towards the goal, and that's important to me because there's entirely too many times that this series has found itself on multiple month-long hiatus, and this has not even close to set well with me. And by setting that large goal and then meeting it, it shows some of that determination and dedication to actually getting this thing done, that even if nobody else is insisting on seeing it from me, I insist on seeing it from me, as a way to kind of make up for all of those times when hiatus happened. Because for none of those was there ever really a really good reason for it. If there had been, that would be different. When there's a good reason for something happening, nobody blames anybody for it. At least not anyone in their right mind. Of course, who's in their right mind these days? I would have said that anybody in their right mind doesn't eat 4 pounds of turkey in a couple of days. Bearing in mind that turkey is not the only meal component, of course, but that's the single most significant one, of course. 4 pounds of turkey with assorted fixins and side dishes and stuff and things and whatnot and so on. Yeah. Yeah, I was so overfull and bloated. Where you feel like your stomach enters the room a week and a half before you do, and that kind of thing, I do know that I pretty much completely murdered my weight loss efforts. And this is without stepping near the scale to find out actually for certain. In fact, I've decided that I am not going to set foot near that scale, let alone on it, for at least another week, so that I can do something about trying to counteract the effect of stupidly eating way too much in too short a period of time. Even though I paid for that with assorted difficulties and reminders of how much I hate throwing up and so on and so forth. Yeah. Anywho, onward to things that are not quite so depressing and disgusting. Alright, maybe they're not really depressing, but they are disgusting. I guess it all depends on where you're standing when it happens. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, that looks cool. Kind of a rock outcropping. It just sort of seems to have grown out of the water. Let's see. Just kind of walk along the beach here. Boats are faster, yes, but sometimes they're very annoying. And sometimes you just plain feel like walking. Or swimming across short stretches of water to get to another piece of beach to walk on. I've often wondered why the Minecraft character is so incredibly much slower when swimming. I mean, I don't think there's any real need to be that much slower when swimming. But then what do I know? I'm not a professional athlete of any kind, so what would I know about athletic things like swimming? Because when that kind of event comes up on the Olympics and whatnot, which is about the only sporting event that I generally tend to watch, I change the channel, or at least I used to back when I had channels to change. You know, now I just sit back and say, hey, you know, there's this big sporting event on TV. I'm kind of glad I don't get TV. Oh, whoa. Oh, that was real slick. Walk off the edge like there was a normal gradient downward. Oh, boy. And, hey, it's time to see about dealing with this end of the second day. How about that? And right out here on the beach is a great place to do that. Yeah. Right out here. Right out here at the end of things. That'll do. And back this way. And the bed. Okay, great. And Minecraft isn't nagging me about, you can only sleep at night. Okay, it is definitely boat time. As we head over to what looks to be another of these beautiful epic deserts. There's some really awesome scenery to be found in Minecraft deserts. Maybe I can get around this way and have at least a slightly shallower way up into the desert. Yeah, right here. And here we go. And I see something really good right here. Yeah. Alright. And screenshot. Yeah. Okay. Well, if it looks like you've seen that before, you may very well have. On the video thumbnail. Okay. A lot of water in this episode, and in several recent episodes too, if I'm not mistaken. Wait a minute. I don't need that. I have a boat. Alright, here we go. Oh man, look at this. Right up in there, I can just see some kind of a base with, frankly, an underwater entry. And tunnels to head out into the vastness of the water over there to some kind of an underwater glass-domed base. That would be very cool. And this would be a great area for such a thing to be built. Alright. Okay. Moving onward. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm a little bit, or sound like I'm a little bit stuck for things to say or talk about, but I guess in a way I kind of sort of am. But I'm still not going to let that stop me. There was plenty of times in the past where having no clue of what to be talking about is sometimes what has stopped me from recording video of this kind or any other kind, actually. But that's another of the things that I'm not allowing myself to use as an excuse for not doing something. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying very hard just the same, however, to not have these long periods of silence where I'm just walking through here trying to figure out what to say about this or that and so on. It does help a lot in this thing to have things to talk about or questions to answer, because it avoids those. It goes a long way to avoiding those uncomfortable, awkward silences that happen when you run out of what you're going to be saying. And, yeah. I know in the past I have said, okay, when I run out of something to say, that's time to look for the hidey hole and call the episode right there. Which is what I'm doing, because this is the third day, and my next hidey hole needs to be of the dug-in variety for the night, because that's the way we do things. But at the same time, I don't want to just dig into the hidey hole this early in the day, because then I'd have to stand there for quite a while in game to wait for it to become late enough to sleep, because you can only sleep at night, it said in a whining, annoying voice. Yeah. Never cared for that. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to be climbing a mountain. If I want to do anything remotely like traveling straight. Well, if I wanted to really travel straight, I would dig through the mountain. But that has its own problems. Alright, just park over here. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Wow. Pours out of the mountain, goes down there. You'd think that area would fill up. I know a real life thing like that would eventually, but of course, this is simply Minecraft, where something like that can run forever without filling anything. And I feel another emergency mute coming on. Ah, there we go. I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't demute the mic, and I was trying to move the switch in the wrong direction. Yeah, that's really useful. Okay. No, we're not going in there. I am going to be going in somewhere here real soon. See if I can find something that lets me face the west when I'm coming out. Maybe just on the other side of that. That should do it. Yeah. At least I hope it will. Well, it will if I do a little digging. Yeah. Okay, so dig in here. Get some light going on so you can see. So I can see. Okay. Blockade that. Fix the lighting. And throw down the bed. Throw down this and make a few more along with... No, I don't need to make any more boats. There we go. All equipped with beds for next time. Have enough boats. Have more than enough dirt. All right, there we go. We have completed another 3 days of the Journey to the FarLands. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here before my tongue trips on my head or something.